Yep.
Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is A Loyal Scale Scar, Chapter 1, Episode 2, Lay of the Land. This is one of our tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go, take a look at it, let us know what you think. For now, we will begin with introductions. I, of course, will be your storyteller, the dragon that these kobolds are, at least technically, following and obeying somewhat when they decide to, and don't want to give me an aneurysm. Off to Flex.
Hi, I'm Flex. No.
No, you are Artie. You're playing Flex.
I just want. Okay, well, I'm Artie. I'm Essex. I'm playing as Flex, a shadow metal type Kobold. I have Inkwell on my right side.
Hello, y'all. I'm IDDoThings, or IDO if you prefer, and I'll be playing Inkwell. I'll be a psionic Earth type Kobold to the Reno.
Hello, I am Silver, and I'm gonna be playing the Kobold Reno. He's gonna be the Shadow Poison Kobold. On to Vasya.
Hello, I'm Reno, and I play Vasya, the steel electric type kobold. And off to the Renzel, the Zizo.
Hello, I'm Ren playing Zizo, the Meadow Earth Kobold. Yep, yep. Back to you, Master.
All right. And yes, of course they are Urvas. Oh, I am dragon. I'm going to have them have gold. And yes,
For Master Dazzledness.
unfortunately, Hex is not able to join voice, but he is in the stream chat. There he is on the screen right now, actually. He is Opal, the light earth kobold. He's on a plane. He's on a plane because he is a rich little kobold that constantly travels, like, every other week, and, goes all over the world.
Bro was in my city.
Did you two even meet up to at all? Like,
No, I kind of forgot he was even here.
oh my god.
Oh. You live in the same city. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Bro was in New York. I live in New York.
Anyways, though, for the recap, let's see who the dice decide is doing that today.
Oh, that's decided on dice? Oh no.
That would be Vasya.
Wait, what?
You're doing the recap.
Oh shit.
Also, that's $5
So-
for the swear jar.
Fuck.
Well, $10 now.
I didn't know there was a swear jar.
Well, the first 15 minutes thing, I think.
Ah,
Yeah.
good to know, good to know.
So last time it was our beginnings of all of us in our nice little humble abode, our giant dragon cave mountain, doing our normal kobold activities when a entity attacks us, and we are saved only by our giant dragon master scooping us up in his mouth and then escaping with us, crashing to the ground in a
coins plus extra for the Oki.
Thank you so much for that tip, Ido.
Pat the Ido.
Hell
And
yeah,
then us
thanks.
crashing down in what seems to be another world. Different than our or where we had started. And now with no way seemingly back to our old cave, where you are discussing and looking for a new place to have a new dragon den, new home. And we went to a lake to start and check that place out. We found a giant Ibzard, big Limzard,
Ibzard.
and we tamed it. We tamed the Ibzard, and now we have an Ibzard, and we explored a shipwreck that had a bunch of fish oil that I definitely want to go back and take, because that's very useful for reasons. And we checked out the building, what seems like a I guess like a shrine or something.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Ardwolf
Oh.
S6 tipped $5.
Thank you for that tip, Artie.
Already. And it seems like some entity still resides in the shrine. It doesn't seem to want us there, so our next course is, I guess, check out the other places and decide what we want to do, and if we want to try and
Truly, this is the dankest
move into
dungeon.
the other place.
Merl
the
underscore
shrine.
2009 tipped $5.
Thank you for that tip as well, Merle.
They really want an Oki affair. And I am very curious to know what the Oki affair is.
Apparently, Reno saw something that we didn't.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there was like a weird apparition behind you guys at the temple. But then we escaped.
yeah. Last I remember is we left the temple, and that's all I remember.
I'm starting to believe that Reno is trying to scare us.
Ooh. After we escaped though, we did find some barrels filled with fish oil that we did not use the fish oil for anything, and we just decided to fill some barrels with water to bring back to our master. And I think that's the last thing we did, no? We got the barrels onto the Ibzard and went back to our master.
Yes.
Yep.
Has to help clean up his wounds.
I'm going back for the fish oil though. At some
Yes.
point. I need it.
Can we make that small detour before we head back to you, master?
I mean, if you guys want to say you
I'll leave
just
it at-
brought it with you, I can allow that.
Yes.
Yay.
So, anyways, the grand hall awaits you once more. This time, the tables are filled with flowery smelling wines and fresh teas, both hot and iced. There's even a keg labeled Boston-style lemon tea. Otherwise, the meal today seems to be incredibly fresh salads that smell almost heavenly. And there are several pitchers of water that is perfectly crystal clear and seems to satisfy your thirst just looking at them. Greaves spreads his arms at the main table. Hello once again, and welcome back to Loyal Scale Scar, where we are currently receiving some more
$10.
assistance.
Bark bark. Make sure to adopt your friendly neighborhood dragon's Tilda.
Well, thank you very much for that assistance, Oki. It is greatly appreciated. But anyways, the dragon and his kobolds were sent somewhere else. They do not know any of the local landmarks, and were sent off to investigate some potential places to call home, while they figure out what happened and where they are. The first place they investigated was a temple in pristine condition that seemed to still have a deity watching over it, considering the lack of disrepair and the well-manicured gardens outside. Where will they head to next? How about we roll the next scene and find out? The lights dim and the tome flips the page as it begins. You have all made it back to Zim, your dragon. The rain seems to have helped clean up some of the grime and blood, revealing he is doing far worse than expected. There are multiple what look to be burn
Oh, no.
marks across his scaled hide, several jagged open wounds. One of his wings may be broken, and otherwise he is just laying there attempting to sleep. Luckily, he is no longer bleeding. It seems everything is clotted at the least. What do you do now?
Well, Master seems to be sleeping peacefully. I don't think we should disturb him.
Peacefully is
Should we
not the
actually-
term you should use for it.
Should we,
Sleeping.
should we check how he's doing though? Is he like actually healing a bit?
We should still I'll clean out the whatever where the rain didn't clearly get.
Do you want to use some of the water to clean out the wounds that remain?
That was the point of getting it.
Okie doke.
And Inkwell will just look over to see where the bleeding or the injuries were worse off. Am I required to give a roll? Or is it that obvious? I swear.
Sorry, repeat that?
Am I required to give it a roll to see where what needs to be cleaned in the most house, or is it that obvious where?
It does look like most of it is cleaned up. It's just the area that, is below him that needs cleaned, also below the wings and such. Also, Opal is panicking at the sight, saying, "We gotta help Master. But he needs his rest. Or should we do what he asked and just go scout the next point quickly for a lair?"
Inkwell will grab Opal, and have him look at him. You can see where he's hurt more clearly now. Now, I say try your healing thing again, and this time where the wounds seem worse. We'll just try to clean up a little bit more where we can, then they'll head back out. And then he'll just let Opal go to hopefully do his thing again.
Well,
Amplified.
so Hex is on a delay, but looks like 2, 3. That would be 6. Yeah, 6 dice. So somebody else will need to roll for Opal.
Would it be me?
Maybe I should take over.
Someone
Ren?
else roll.
This is a medical check
But
for
Is
me.
it okay if I roll?
Yes.
I was a medical person.
You caused more harm than you healed.
You
If you
can
let
take
Ren roll this, Zim's just gonna die.
an extra for teamwork from. Wait a minute, not teamwork, medicine. Well, unless someone has more.
Oh, did it roll? I don't think it did. I sent the thing though.
You didn't include the slash part.
Oh.
Ah, Hex says no, not Ren.
My God, I'm being bullied.
So it was without the.
Slash roll.
Yeah, you left out the slash roll.
So
Um,
Oh, right.
Promotions will
Yeah.
come.
I remember. Yeah.
and how many dice are you adding there, Ido?
Just one for medicine, unless somebody has more.
All right. Anybody
So it
want
would
to
be 7?
assist with teamwork?
Me?
Anybody else want to assist with teamwork?
Yeah, I got it.
So that would be 8 in total.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Well, at least we didn't get a 1.
You mean
Well,
a botch.
Give me a botch.
That is
What?
one a successive one. However, Opal, if you'd like to spend a vigor, you could lower the difficulty and make those 6s count, so it would be 4.
That could work greatly.
I could also contribute another vigor to make 5s count.
Oh yeah.
7. And
Yeah, those that are assisting can also contribute their vigor, so yeah, that would make it a 7 if both of you did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and go with that. So, alright, he is going to do it. So, a 7. You three working together. 1 second, Rex just got home. Sorry about that. I was talking with Rex real fast. Alright, so with 7 dice, you guys are able to get everything else cleaned up. Opal, with your own medical training that you've had, such as you had in your Kobold tribe, these are there is definitely some kind of magical rot that accompanied these wounds. They are not healing. The wing seems to have been broken from crashing into the forest and everything here. But otherwise, something else is going to be required for these wounds to actually heal. That said, somebody that is keeping track of your resources, please note down that so each barrel of water does contain 55 gallons of water. Getting all the rest of it cleaned up took about 20 gallons of that. So you guys have, one barrel that is still full, and the other one is missing 20.
Okay.
And as for the fish oil barrel... go ahead.
It was 55 gallons.
Yes.
And the fish oil barrel?
The fish oil barrel, especially considering that Flex fell in it and splashed a bunch of it out, there is only 40 gallons in that.
Okay.
So make sure you note that. If you can't tell, resources are going to be important here.
Yes.
So 2 barrels of water, 155. The other is 35.
Yes, minus 20.
Correct. And make sure you note that this is temple water.
Oh, I have a feeling that's gonna be important then. If we have
Mhm.
distinct different waters.
This one was very
Well, yeah.
tasty and invigorating.
You know, you got your temple water, your dirty water, your yellow water, the clean water, you know.
Yeah, the water.
And then there's spicy water.
That's the kind that I
spicy
like.
water.
Keeping that away from Vazia, I take it.
No, give Vasya the spicy water.
I'm talking about radioactive water.
Ah.
Still, give
Oh.
Vasya the spicy water.
Vasya just chugging a barrel of chemicals. I think you're growing a third arm there, buddy. But Silver is going to look at Master and the wounds, and he's gonna be like, "There's no point in wasting any more time here trying to heal him. We need to get moving and find the rest of the places fast." What was it that he told us? A swamp to the east, a castle to the north, mountains southwest. Where should we go next, Leader Inkwell?
I reckon we should try either Brandon Castle up north.
Good castle.
Castle could be a good fit for our dragon.
I agree.
That is true. Also, possibly we can find something else to help with the whole magical injury thing that seems to be happening here. I do at least try to figure something out about that.
Yeah, a castle could have all sort of magical doodads and whatnot. We should get going.
But that also means we should probably look out for traps. Castles
That
do
is
have traps.
true.
A generous
Yes, very
bestowal.
true.
Jim and underscore tipped $10.17. Zrax Blep.
Geeman, thank you very much for that tip. That is halfway to the tip goal being completed. This one doesn't have tiers. It's either all or nothing, so, you know.
Oh, we're laughing.
Can we take some of the fish oil with us? Just in case?
So you all do have water skins that hold 2 gallons each. You could pour out your water and fill it with that instead. Otherwise, you don't really have a container for it.
Okay. Well, I filled my water skin with water from the temple, so I think I should keep that. I don't want to pour it out.
And it's still full of water, too.
I do have a lantern with oil, though, so at least we have that.
Water is important, so I'm keeping that.
Okay, then we should leave the fish oil here in case that we need it.
Out of curiosity, before we go, what would be the role for Inkwell to try to decipher what kind of magical wound it would be? Like, can he detect any magic from it at all?
There is magic that you can detect from it. It's nothing that you've seen before, so the difficulty would be increased by 1. But
Okay.
this would be a phonemics.
Okay. Teamwork?
Sure. Don't know how you'd be helping.
One dive teamwork.
Well, I mean, Zizo is a magical shield, so, you know. Sure, the enchantment is only sentience, but whatever.
They have the magical touch.
I'll lock that in.
You have no idea right now. But with that, you can see that the natural magic of the dragon is fighting back against it. It's still getting worse, but much slower than you think it would otherwise. You definitely think that you've got quite a bit of time before it becomes a major issue. But still better not to waste time.
Right. Hey, time is of the essence. Our dragon's own magic seems to be buying us all some time, but the longer we take, the more time this will have to get worse. Well, on to the north, or shall we?
Post haste.
Inkwell is picking up Opal and carrying him with him if he's not moving right away.
The Opal board is very easy to carry.
I wonder what kind of pose the Opal board is in.
Panic?
Very ad hoc.
Panic!
That seems so fitting. What the fuck, Quotebot?
Wow.
Yeah, the Quotebot is sentient. Very, very sentient. So we unfortunately did not get it going yet, but in the near future, we're actually planning to have a map drawn by the Kobolds that we will share each week. It's just that Hex, who was setting up the map, never sent it to me. So I couldn't get somebody to actually start drawing in everything yet. But you know, it's coming. It's coming. So anyways, traveling to the north. The way is very dense. The trees are tightly packed. Unlike the path to the west that was it was very much overgrown, but there was still a path. This one, you are having to zig back and forth and zag the other way around trees and everything, and there is no clear path to follow. That said, you guys are able to keep your bearing. I should probably actually give you guys a list of stuff, but I will say one of you has a compass. So, Inkwell, have a compass.
Hey,
Yippee.
Figure we'll just cut that out. Yeah, let you guys actually stay on course.
Yeah.
That all said, I will need survival checks from everybody to see how, what kind of time you're making on this.
Okay. We would have departed by the afternoon because we returned to Master like before noon, right?
Yes. It took about 2 hours for you to get all of the things, all the wounds cleaned up and everything.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's roughly, I'd say, 1 p.m. now.
Okay, so
Okay.
still daylight then.
Oh, yeah, still plenty of daylight,
Mm.
just. And also, welcome in, Whiskers. So, yeah, I need
Hi.
everybody
very nice
to.
right now.
Yo, Whiskers.
Oh wow. Got a true combo
Oh,
there,
yeah,
but
just like that.
Hmm.
Mm.
Why are
I'll
you
keep
guys
it.
rolling so well on this?
Because we are survivors.
Somebody roll for Opal. Opal has 5 dice.
I'm rolling. Bottom. This one's for Opal.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
I'm glad you entrusted your fate to me.
Vasya? Weirdy.
Bastian fell into a pit of grass.
Yeah, Vasia
Give him a moment.
He got kidnapped by an eagle.
No.
I'm gonna hide Whiskers for a moment while they're still getting set up. Alright, so yeah, apparently Weirdy had to step away. Alright, so you guys are able to make very quick progress. There were multiple points in the trees where, things were overgrown to the point where you would have needed to go significantly out of your way. But because you are all tiny and rolled so well, you're able to just squeeze your way through between trees and everything else.
We're zipping and zooming everywhere. Silver would like to start looking for.
Who's Silver?
Sorry. Reno would like to start looking for pieces of dry wood to keep in his pocket just in case. It could make for a good fire later on.
Oh my god, that is so low quality.
What's happening?
What is
Whiskers
so low quality?
feed. I haven't brought it up.
but did he do the turn off that setting that makes it really pixelated for no reason?
One moment. So you guys. Oh, hey, it just fixed.
Wonderful.
Whiskers.
Anyways, there is plenty of dead and dry wood around. That is not hard at all to come by. It mostly depends on what you want to use it for.
That thing's on fire. I want to use my daggers as flint and set that on fire, and maybe it can be used as a distraction or to set a trap somewhere.
Okay, so for torches and firewood and such, yeah, you're able to find basically as much as you can carry.
And how much would they weigh? The bulk?
Are you going for branches or logs?
Branches or bark?
We'll just say you can fill up your bulk with miscellaneous firewood. And we'll call it simple with that.
Okay, firewood. Boom. Gotcha. I imagine Reno running through the woods with just a bunch of branches sticking out his pockets.
After about 7 miles or so, you do come across a small cabin, which is especially grown over, and if not for your really good rolls, you would have probably missed it. You guys squeeze between two trees and just suddenly find yourselves inside of the cabin. That's how overgrown it is.
Oh, wow.
This cabin it's pretty sparse on what it's got. There's some basic furniture, table, bed, some counter space. It definitely has not been touched in a long while. Looks like Opal is going to be scouting it first. So, yeah, this is basically what you're finding. It's not been touched in a long time. But importantly, you are able to see some various hunting supplies in here. Whether it's suitable or not is another matter. On the other side of the cabin, you see a gap between two trees that you can probably squeeze through to continue on your way. But if anybody would like to inspect things, then, inspecting what is there, it would be an appraisal. If you want to search it more, you'd be wanting to make an investigation check.
I'll do an investigation check.
And I'll join in with appraisal 1 dot.
Well, these are two separate checks.
Oh.
Well, I can give you an appraisal.
And get 2 appraisal.
Flex will give 2 appraisal. And I guess I'll give an investigation to Zizo.
I could do investigation with someone else's appraisal.
So you're gonna help me, Inkwell?
I'm gonna help you for appraisals too.
Yes. Okay, so I get two extra dots from you.
Well,
Flex.
it is better to
Yes.
have the one that has the most dots do the roll. So in this
then
case,
you
that
do the
would be
roll,
Flex.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
your
do the roll,
assistant.
and I join with 1 dot. Yeah.
So I got
And-
6.
I have 2 investigation.
Oh yeah, so you get 1 from Inkwell.
Are you gonna help out Vathla?
Yeah, both up.
How many dice or dots, I should say?
Okay, so
I have 1 in investigation, so someone else should probably lead that.
That'll be me then. So 1 Inkwell for teamwork and 1 for Vathla on investigation. Got it.
I do
So I
not have
guess-
teamwork.
Five or
Zizo,
6.
please
I
roll a
have 6.
gamble.
Oh, that's
1 die.
What does a gamble do?
You will fall.
Well, in
Yeah,
this
you
case,
don't.
he gets +1 die. If he
Yay!
rolls even, he
nice.
gets +1. If he rolls odd, he gets -1 die.
Ah,
Okay, so we've got Flex, Reno, and Inkwell doing the investigation, or no, appraisal.
Oh, actually, so 4 dice then.
Am I correct on that first?
yes, I
Inkwell was
think so.
helping Zizo with the investigation.
Okay. Artie, before you roll, you should make sure you've got everything. You're getting a lot of people
Yeah, that's-
assisting you that add on extra dice.
Yeah, Inkwell got 1, Reno have 1, and I have 2.
Okay, but you have to add in your attribute and expertise as well.
Yeah, remember it's like you add your body dots in this case, and then your expertise, however you want to do the roll, and then your appraisal. And to that you add what we're helping you with.
So
So
actually,
6. Oh,
on
that's
this, you could use mind. Mind would be
Oh.
acceptable for doing an appraisal. Actually, more acceptable than body.
Alright.
For everybody out there, we're still doing tutorial. Eventually, I will stop giving them prompts on this stuff, but I'm, letting them know their options for now, as they're still in tutorial land.
We are baby tabletop gamers.
Alright, then I should confirm is 7.
Yep, that would be 7 for you. Vasya and Zizo, you guys are doing the investigation. All right. So how much are you assisting with, Vasya?
I can assist 1.
All right, go ahead and make that roll, Zizo, and you have the +1 as well.
Right. That'll be.
It's
that's
several
all
of them. It's their first time with Scar, and also several of them it's their first time with tabletop. Period.
Yeah,
I
it's a little
am
daunting.
Going to sew that one. So. A 3. Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Remind. Logic.
That would be a 2.
I mean, 2? Oh yeah, you're right, 2.
And then Opal is trying to investigate the place for the history of it. So that would be mind and lore. So someone roll 4 dice for Opal, please.
Can I roll?
I'm
No.
on it. I'm on it. 4 dice. Oh shit!
Oof.
Maybe Ren would have been better this time. Sorry, Opal.
Opal, you have a botch. Are you going to accept it or modify it? Remember, if you accept it, while there are bad consequences, it does mean you get an extra boost die that you can use later. That carries over session to session.
And I would say this isn't too pressing of a matter. Yeah, about that.
Goes into an old building, saying botches based on how old it is. Hey, I think this place was just built. There are people here.
I have done a Ren, Hex. I'm sorry.
All right, you are sticking with it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start with the ones appraising what's in here. So there's a lot of rope in here, as well as you do find multiple bear traps and other miscellaneous trap mechanics or mechanisms. Looking through it all, a lot of it is not in very good condition because it's been out here for so long, but you do find 2 bear traps in good condition. Somebody please, add that to your inventory if you're taking it.
I'm pretty full of things. Who's gonna take the bear traps?
Inkwell
Yeah,
take them. Well, assuming nobody else wants to, we Inkwell could.
yeah, how fast he has to take the traps.
The
'Cause
bear
they're the
traps are
thinker.
pretty bulky. They are going to be 0.5 each.
Oh.
Okay, and there's 2 of them.
2 of them, yes. Digging through the miscellaneous trap parts, you find a bunch of like springs, screws, random, nails and other such things that could be used to put together traps. It'll total 0.5 bulk, which I will
the
just have
approach.
you write it down as miscellaneous trap supplies.
If only I hadn't filled all of my pockets with branches. No.
Guess I'll carry that too. Oh,
Mhm.
a little bit above of halfway. Maximum. By the way, how much edge bulk does the compass have?
Negligible.
Okay.
All right.
I'm interested.
Other than that, you do find 2 lengths of rope that are in decent condition. They are 30 feet and 40 feet. Their bulk is 0.1 per 10 feet.
I also already own a piece of rope that is 40 feet, just to keep in mind.
You do have the bulk written down for 0.4, right?
Yes, I do.
All right.
How about I keep all the rope? How about let Flex keep all the ropes?
Would you like to? I can give you my rope.
Yeah.
It would be
Okie doke.
advisable to spread the supplies out instead of keeping them all
Oh.
on one person in case you get separated.
Oh,
Or
that's true.
you
Okay.
may, possibly your backpack gets taken or whatever might happen. It's better to spread things out.
Then I'm keeping my rope, Flex. Never mind. I changed my mind.
Take the 40 feet of ropes.
Oh no, the rope Oplex already had is laced with fish oil. Oh,
Oh no. Yeah, the foreshadowing is terrifying, Shadowhunter. But yeah, so how are we distributing the rope again?
Flex taking 40 feet of rope.
Which leaves 30
Here we
rope
all-
that you could leave here or take with you.
I guess Inkwell could take 31. And it was
what was that, Ido?
This is 0.1 run per 10 feet.
Yeah, and that one's 30.
Ready.
One last thing that you find in good condition, which was somewhat buried, is actually a very nice steel carving knife.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It seems
like
that
knives.
the blade
Can I-
was well oiled and stored well, and does have a leather sheath with it.
Reno wants to lean down, touch it, and examine it, and he's gonna be like, "This one could make a nice addition to my collection. Can I keep it?"
Okay, Grievous.
He gets a thumbs up from Inkwell.
Gibby opens my coat, revealing like 7 million of them, and puts one of them in. Okay, so how much would that weigh?
That is 0.1.
Okay, I am. So can we get to 1 bulk, the max bulk, without being over encumbered?
Your bulk is 3 to start.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought we had 1. Oh, never mind. Okay, GP.
So,
And-
if y'all would be kind, I'm currently at 2 bulks out of 3.
Yeah, would you like to give me something? I was holding back because I thought I had a max bulk of 1. Would you like to give me anything, Inkwell?
You
The
can
other
have one
trap?
of the bear traps.
I mean,
Okay.
you could also put down, more wood.
Very fair. Maybe my wood is not as important as a bear trap. Okay.
No, I'm saying, like, you could fill it up with more wood.
Oh. Oh. I mean, I still have space, so yeah, give me the bear trap and I'll fill the rest with more firewood.
Okay, Reno, you getting one
how
bear trap?
how much was the bear traps again? The weight?
0.5.
1.5?
0.5 bulk. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm all set.
Alrighty. Now, for those, the two of you doing an investigation. So, we're going to combine multiple things here because, there was a trap card played, and Opal also botched the roll. So, yeah, you guys didn't roll high enough to see this. However, with Opal's botch, you're going to get it. There is a trap door, which Opal discovers as it collapses underneath him, sending him down into the darkness, where there is a snap of a bear trap going off.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh! You can hear all the kobolds just wince when they hear that.
I am so sorry, Opal.
Opal, you are taking... somebody send me the code on Steam, please.
I am sending it to you.
Code.
Yeah, the one we use for rolling the dice. There you go, Master. He's poor leggy.
You just want to get eaten.
That is going to be a significant 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, yikes.
Brutal.
Hex, for the record, I am making notes of things that affect your character, so that way you can update your sheet when you, get home.
And is he stuck in the trap? What part of his body did he damage?
So it was basically the entirety of his body that it clamped down onto.
Oh
No!
However, there is a snap, and you hear clattering of metal as the trap falls apart. He is not actually stuck in it. But, yeah, definitely hurting from that.
Yikes.
It basically closed on him, and then all of the mechanisms that normally would keep it closed just break all at once from having been left down there for, well, you have no idea how long. But as far as Opal's concerned, yesterday.
Opal, are you okay? What can you see?
Inkwell is going to try to carefully pick up Opal again.
Well, Opal is currently down in a basement area, and it is very dark down there.
Mm-hmm.
I can see. Do I?
Guess-
Zizo takes off his
Oh, right. Flex does have dark vision.
Ah.
Or do you have dark vision, or was it just dim?
Just dim.
No, I have both.
You have both?
Yes.
They're not on your sheet.
Maybe not on my sheets. It's there.
Where is it?
It's the utility. That's the third one.
Oh, you only put it on the XP sheet. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, so do I have to?
It's fine. This will work. So yeah, Flex can actually see just fine down there. Opal is shouting in pain and groaning. Well, at least the trap lost to me, technically. So down here, you are able to see quite a lot of food stored down here. You can tell by the smell that a lot of it did not last very well. But there might be some stuff that is salvageable down there.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No, it's just someone getting over there.
There is a rickety ladder leading down there.
Is it rickety enough that I can fall off?
What do you mean?
Like, if you
Like
step
a
on it, is
leather
it gonna fall? Like, break?
You're gonna need an appraisal check to check that. But I can tell
Does
you that
anybody
you
have-
can see that it is rickety.
Lex, do you think we could go down this? What do you make of this?
I'll roll a appraisal check just to see. Anybody have, like, teamwork or anything like that?
It's just I think Flex is the one that has the 2 appraisal, so maybe we should let him do the
Jeff,
check.
Do you have appraisal?
No.
Flex?
Give you two. I could give you 2 appraisal.
No, you roll. I have no appraisal, so
roll.
you roll.
Mm-hmm. You roll, Flex.
You can get it one appraisal from Inkwell.
All right, 1, 2.
Anyone gonna throw teamwork?
To remind about healing, correct. Healing yourself right now would not make a difference. It would only help if you were in the negatives.
Oh.
Because
Also, I can
then
throw a teamwork.
it would leave you at 1 HP. But yeah, you're gonna be missing that until you do a rest.
So Opal only have 2 HP left. But anyway, yeah.
What
Oh,
the
wow.
fuck?
Oh!
God damn himbo luck. Well, Flex,
Let me see.
yeah, any of you try to go down that ladder, it is going to fall apart.
Alright, we don't need anyone to fall down and take however much damage, and so we'll just leave it as that.
Yeah, we can just use one of our ropes to throw it down there and help Opal come back up after they're done examining whatever it is down there.
Yeah, we could just lower someone down with the rope.
Perhaps
That
that would be
too.
ideal. Inkwell says as preparing some of the rope he has.
It is about 10 feet down, for the record.
Anybody else want to go down there and look, or are we just pulling Opal up?
We can just pull him up. I don't seeing rotten food, and I don't think we should just get
I mean,
Opal
if there's
out.
any good,
I
if there's any
will.
good food in there, Ibzard probably would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, did you guys take
Excellent.
Ibzard with you?
I assume he went with us.
Okay.
I don't know,
Probably, yeah.
leaving him with a sleeping dragon would be ideal.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we should go down for a little bit.
Probably not all of you.
Uh,
But Opal is lighting the area up with a spell, so...
then I'm going down to check. Reno will go down the ladder. The rope, sorry, not the ladder.
Please give me
Okay,
an
Kobolds.
athletics roll.
Oh,
Kobolds is
Lord
just-
Almighty.
What's
Stay
that
on top
item?
and keep
And
an
I-
eye on the- Oh,
Guys, stop talking
yeah.
over top of each other.
apologies. Hey, I just said Inkwell will be staying up to keep an eye on the rope.
How are you
Either
securing the
will-
rope? Or are you just holding it?
Probably holding it with Ibzard. We should good helping.
Ibzard was not able to fit into this cabin. He
Oh,
is
that's
currently up on one of the trees above the cabin.
Yeah, before I roll, how are we securing the rope?
I will help Inkwell holding it as well.
Two
How much
kobolds
longer
should...
would be to secure it to a tree?
Is the rope long enough for that?
Yes.
We have quite a few
Okay.
of it.
Also, we have some fan art from Giemond.
Oh.
Yes. There you go.
Yes, all the knives.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how I roll. Thank you, Giemon.
So, Anyways, go ahead and give me a survival check to secure the rope to a tree, Inkwell.
Okay. Are you offering anything,
can I-
Zizo?
Can I help with teamwork?
Sure.
One dive teamwork then.
I'll also add another dot of survival since I haven't gone down yet, so I can help too.
I think that makes this a 6.
You feel like you've got a very good secured rope.
Whew.
So yeah, now you may make that athletics check to climb down.
Okie doke. Goo.
You could sold the one.
Yeah, I wanna use a what's it called? A
A miss.
vigor.
Not enough ale.
No, a boost dice is what it allows you to.
Oh, a boost die. Sorry, yes. And in that case, do I just throw one more d10?
So you've got so you have options when it comes to this. You can use a soul boost to reroll that 1, or you can use a body boost to re-roll the 2, 3, and 5.
I wanna use the soul boost to only reroll the 1.
Opal is using a healing pulse on himself for now and suggesting you look around before exiting. And then, yeah, go and roll 1 more die.
Ba-chong. Yippee!
Makes it a 3 now. Oh, because the -1 from the 1 is undone.
Yeah, when you're doing a
Yep.
soul boost, you'll generally want to put a +1 at the end because you're getting rid of the -1 from the 1.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. So that would be a 3 total.
Yep. You are able to shimmy down the rope without issue.
I became strong at the end of the last campaign. I remember. I mean, at the end of the last session.
Let's campaign.
Gee, I didn't realize we started a new campaign already.
Yeah, sorry.
So down here, like
knew
I
it before
said,
you must have.
there are quite a few barrels scattered about down here. There is one that is currently laying on its side. It has a little spigot on it. And
What's a spigot?
You know, a faucet?
Yes. Oh, okay, one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them is laying on its side. It's got a spigot on it. But otherwise, there are 4 barrels down here, and it is quite cold. Like, noticeably different from up above. There are shelves with a bunch of different sacks with a tap hex, yeah. That's the proper term for it, but either way. There are several shelves down here that have sacks on them. And yeah, you can start investigating if you would like, or just head on out, whichever you want. And also, I'll remind you that there are still the parts for the bear trap there, if you want to appraise those.
Oh.
Only Opal down there can help you.
Yeah. Wait, couldn't one of you also come down here?
Yes, others could go down.
Yeah, because only Inkwell and Zizo are holding the rope. Oh, and we secured it to a tree even. So yeah, Guys, come down here. It seems to be safe. Reno shouts. And he also checks on Opal to make sure that he's, alive and his insides are still inside.
You can go down there, just don't go down the ladder. Don't go deeper.
Opal is saying maybe we could make use of this area as a waypoint if we cleaned it up.
That is
And
true.
Opal is wanting to appraise. Opal does
And
have
Reno
one
would
dot in appraisal, so.
Reno would like to touch the sack.
Not on stream.
I mean, you did let him avoid Edge already, so.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean the food sacks? Okay.
Yeah, the sacks
yeah.
on the shelves, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Do I do an investigation? Or
Well,
appraisal?
just touching one, it is very squishy.
Hey.
And something oozes out of it when you touch it.
We are
Sack
still
through the
talking
fabric.
about the food sacks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to check what's inside. I feel. What's the smell like?
Rotten. A
Yeah,
rotten
maybe they're.
smell is permeating the entire area.
I would be getting that for Ibzard, but I don't think Ibzard would like that.
Is
Don't go
Flex
feeding our
going?
friend and garbage. Jeez.
Is Flex going
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, I will go down too.
All right.
By the way, I think someone needs to roll for Opal.
We'll get to that in a moment. Flex, go ahead and give me an athletics check to climb the rope.
Climbing ropes. Right.
Opal is
Okay,
joining me
three.
in appraising the sacks.
So this would be a body, expertise, plus athletics.
3. Well, I'm getting it. We climb down the rope.
It's a bit difficult for you, but you are able to get down the rope without issue, though you do slip a little at the bottom. Now we can move to the appraisal check for things down here. Flex does have the best roll. Opal does have 1 dot in appraisal. Reno, do you have a dot in teamwork?
I do. I'm gonna join in with that.
So Flex, you could make an appraisal check with +2 dice. If you want. Flex.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Generally, when I say flex, then yes.
I don't know. I was doing the roll.
An appraisal check with +2 dice. And Merle,
Alright.
thank you for that tip.
And then I get 1.
Oh my
each.
god,
So
Hex. are you going to stick with that, or...
We can stick with that, yeah.
I'll remind you guys that the rest of you can modify it as well.
We probably
thought I
should,
just-
yeah.
Because I used my booze already, I remember.
I used a thing already as well.
I can
Well,
use
only
one
those
of-
that are assisting, but...
Yeah, I still have one more boost left, so I could use it for this. Yeah, let's use the... Was it the soul boost that changes the one into something else?
Opal
Yes.
is also offering a boost die. So one of
Oh.
you could do soul for the one, and the other could do body for the other trash dice.
I do soul, you do body, Opal.
Alright, Flex, go ahead and roll 4 more dice.
Opal knows how to appreciate a good sec.
Do a +1 at the end.
+1... Where do I put it?
So 4 dice, and a +1 at the end of the formula.
Yeah, you do the same formula and +1 at the end. And 4 at the start.
Oh, I literally just like... How do I do the +1? That's +1? Okay.
Yes, put a plus sign and a 1 at the end of it. Just
I
type
just-
it in.
I just want to make sure I don't break it.
Well, that's quite the roll.
A gleaming
Hey.
endowment.
Ooh, Soren!
Zorn Waskies tipped $25.66. Razim coins.
Thank you so much for that tip. That is less than $20 left to the Oki affair. All right. So looking through the sacks, first off, the one that Reno had poked, it's just a red mush inside. Looking it over, it looks like these, at one point might have been tomatoes. You do see that, some of the seeds inside have sprouted, but they're looking pale and kind of sickly.
A generous bestowal.
Thank you for the tip,
SilverEdge
Silver.
tipped $10. Show me the Oki. Preferably from behind.
Oh my god. We're on stream, damn it!
You know how I want to see like his cool tail with like the spikes? It's really cool.
You guys are gonna
Thought
get me
you
That's the
banned.
master.
Vossi yells down at you. If you could at least get seeds out of it, that'll be useful. We could grow something with that.
Vasya,
That is
please
true.
have an extra boost die for the good idea that I was hoping somebody would pick up on.
Yep.
So anyways, some of the other sacks they hold various other vegetables, or at least they did at one point. The seeds are intact in most of them, but there are. You had the one with the tomatoes. There is one that seems to have possibly held some
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Jim and underscore tip $9.35. Zrax bleb.
Thank you for that tip, Geemond. That is that tip goal fully completed. Plus 1 penny.
Hell yeah.
So anyways, there are tomatoes, cucumbers, and corn in them, as far as what you think you could salvage seeds from. The actual fruits themselves, or the vegetables themselves, are very much beyond salvage. You do find a sack of potatoes, which do seem to have actually survived. At least a few of them. They are covered in, eyes, but, they're edible.
Everything's so cold down here. Leader Inkwell, do you feel any magical energy coming from anywhere?
I'll save you the roll and stuff. No, there's no magical energy. It is just that it is a cold cellar.
Refrigerator.
It's the natural refrigerator. Got it.
Yeah.
Reno, how are you cold? You're covered in fur.
My fur is not that thick. It is not a winter coat yet, okay?
What about you, Inkwell? You look very fluffy.
Not cold. Hold. I think it's just as that it's cooler down there. I'm not sensing anything magical outside of what I've already sensed. Anything aside from seeds? Is there anything like actually edible down there?
We'll get to that in just a moment. Hanging from the ceiling, you do spot some garlic cloves, as well as a few other randomly assorted dried herbs. And by the way, I hope you guys are making notes of all of these.
Kind gesture.
Yeah, trying to.
Where any? I can't make out what else you put in that, but I'm glad it did not, you did not do enough for the freaking text-to-speech. I
wonder if I wonder if some sort of herbalist used to live here. Maybe we should gather some of these. They could be used for potions or something like that.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
You're putting us through.
It better be good, otherwise I'm taking away your hash browns. Give me.
You also find a knife down here made of wood with a handle that is carved in the shape of a fish.
Another knife. Silver. Reno immediately jumps in and holds it. This one's so unique.
But yes,
Maybe
please
it
be
was used by a
making
fisherman.
please be making notes of what I'm telling you guys. These things are going to be negligible bulk. You're going to need to figure out a way to get to the things hanging from the ceiling because they are 10 feet up and you guys are, at most 3 feet tall.
Oh, easy. Reno will throw a dagger at the thing holding the garlic.
Go ahead.
Well, good luck getting the dagger back.
I was just about
Yep.
to say, are you sure about that?
I mean, I did just find 2 more knives of a sword.
Let Let me finish going through everything else before you start looting then. Other thing, the barrel
you
with a
made me
tap. Yeah, that is mead in there.
Mead, as in MEAD?
Yes. Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're not down there.
Guys, we found the party juice.
Oh my god. That is about half full. The other barrels down here are mostly filled with salt. You do, digging around in the salt, you do find a lot of meat that has been preserved with the salt.
Oh, salt.
The
like salt.
salt probably is not edible, for the record. At this point,
It's salt.
That's how you get kidney stones.
it is salt, yes. But it has been sitting in a barrel with raw meat.
True.
So does that mean the meat is bad too?
The meat is okay.
Yeah, the meat was preserved.
Or at least, not all of it. There is quite a bit of it that is bad. But, well, I guess you guys can take some of the salt. You are able to recover, we will say, one... Will you all stop arguing with me, please?
Hmm?
Looking at the
He
chat.
said about the chat. Yeah, he said about the chat.
Oh. Salt doesn't go bad.
Yeah, I think we all thought like, wait, are we arguing about salt?
I want to lick it.
No!
It's not down there.
Vasya
Don't worry.
rolls to lick the salt.
Why?
You are not down there!
Vasya gets interdimensional salmonella.
There is... We're gonna say that you can recover about 5 pounds of various types of unidentified meat that has been cured, and 5 pounds of salt. How you're going to transport this, you're gonna need to give me an explanation. The meat's pretty easy, but the salt kinda just flows.
In my mouth.
You will
Oh my
get the
God.
desiccated condition and you will die.
I'm just going to say no.
Kobolds can dry out easily.
Pruned Vasya.
I will say Inkwell will slap up anyone he catches trying to take a mouthful of salt.
As for the herbs on the ceiling, they are all culinary.
Oh.
Opal is not the salt vessel.
Okay, Opal dies. Please make a new character, Hex. Have a good flight.
No.
Opal gets a hypernatremia.
Make a new character, Hex. I will have a good rest of your flight. We'll see you for the next session with your new character.
Opal, no. Hey, Reno. Oh, can you probably push something to be able to reach H with on the ceiling?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could Is there any pushables close by? We could roll a barrel and maybe stand on it to reach the herbs on the ceiling.
Or are there any like rafters you could like possibly throw a rope over?
There are no
Or
rafters
just
that
you
you
can
could
climb
throw.
on.
There are no rafters that you could throw a rope over. They are pretty close to the shelves, so you could try climbing up the shelves. Or there are the barrels that you could move over and then stack on top of to reach.
Which one do you guys want to do? The barrels or the shelves?
Well, if we stack the barrels neatly, it'd probably be more stable and safer than trying to climb up those shelves. The ladder was a piece of shit. Who knows if that shelf will hold anything up either.
I mean, you.
Hex, yes. Reno, at least you did get the primeval teleportation, didn't you, Reno?
I did, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet, and I don't know how to.
So you could just declare that you're going to use it. That said, he can teleport things with him if he's, got them on his character, but he would not be able to teleport up in midair.
I
Wait,
could
could I
teleport the
just-
salt.
Wait, I can just use my primeval thing. Can I just like TF into a bird and fucking go up and grab it?
Do you have that upgrade?
Wait, do I have all the upgrades for shapeshifting? Let me check.
I doubt it. You.
Side 2, presence 3, survival 2.
As far as I can see on your sheet, you only picked up the base of it. The base. Which means you only have the base ability of the shape-shifting primeval feature.
Okay. And what is that again? I need to pull up the thing again in the sheet.
Primeval shape-shifting, it's near the end of chapter 7.
Okay. Where did my thingy go? I'm gonna download the document again because I can't find it.
As for Reno teleporting things up,
Is there any shadow up there that I can teleport onto? I guess we are inside a building, so there's plenty of shadows, no?
There is shadow. However, you do not have the ability to teleport other creatures with you. And I'm going to rule that, at least in the case of the bulkier items, like the barrels, you would need to be able to put them in your bag to teleport them up.
That makes sense, yeah. That would be too OP. I could teleport the salt, though. Well, but it would just lay on the floor. Yeah, never mind. That wouldn't be ideal. Well, shall we stack some barrels then?
Stack the barrel? What stacks the barrel?
I thought we could do it as a team.
So you can move one of the barrels over and just, make a, stack yourselves on top of each other to reach.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. Stack 3 kobolds.
Okay. Then we put Do we need any check to move the barrel over there or no?
Give me an athletics check for that.
What?
And then whoever's involved in the stacking will need to give me acrobatics. No assisting on this, it's individual.
Okay, Silver is going to. Oh my God, Silver! Ah, sorry, Reno. Get your mind out of the gutter. Reno is going to be forceful when moving the barrel. Like he's really going to put all of his strength and even let out a little as he does with all his might, and that will
You
give
may have
us
2 extra dice for this.
hell yeah 6, and that will be well.
Hey, it's positive. Come on.
Yippee! Then yeah, you can like push it until it's there and just like pat his hands and be like, easy. I'm quickly becoming like the strong himbo of the group. How did this happen? I'm okay with it. And then who's gonna stack?
You only need 2 of you to
Let's stack.
stack.
I mean,
With the
Opal
barrel
has
there.
4 dice for acrobatics. I would also have 4 dice. Anybody more acrobatic than us?
Would you buy them?
Of the 3 that are down
I
there.
have 1. Oh yeah, all right. Oh, I have 1
All
anyway.
right.
Flex would only have 3.
Yeah, okay, then so Opal, let's get up there. Let me roll an acrobatics for me. This is my roll. And this would be Opal's. Shoot.
Say, Opal, you got any leftover boost?
Hex, you may want to fire Silver as your dice roller.
I'm so sorry. Maybe Ren would be better now.
Oh, so now you want me? Now
Yes,
you want me to roll?
Because maybe I feel like all of me shitting over you earlier caused me to attract the bad karma, you know? So maybe you are now free of the curse, and now all of your rolls will be perfect.
Sure. Let's go with that. Sure.
Pretty please, with sugar on top.
Well, he can't roll right now because the roll's already been
Yeah.
made.
I know. But
That
for the
said,
Opal has an 8.
yeah, I'm also out of boost dice, so yeah.
That said, with these rolls, you 2 are able to stack just fine to get the things down.
Yes. And can we get both the garlic and the herbs?
Yes.
Wonderful.
For the herbs, you go ahead and note down negligible weight, or negligible bulk, rather.
Okay, so I'll keep them on my inventory.
As for that, just note down that you have enough for 2 meals for the group.
Enough garlic for 2 meals and culinary herbs for 2 meals. No?
Mixed herbs for 2 meals.
Okay.
The garlic is 1 meal.
Okay, garlic for 1 meal. Gotcha. We got the spices. Now we just need to get the meat.
Getting the meat.
Flex, are your pockets empty? Do you think you could help with the meat?
I can carry some meats. How much meats are there? I have
It
space.
was 5 pounds of various unidentified cured meat.
5 pounds. Oh, well, I could take.
The bulk of it would be a total of 1.
Oh, which means that Flex gets all the meats. All right.
Yeah.
For the record, this is incredibly salty meat. You're going to definitely have to prepare it with water.
Of course. So we're gonna need some of the gallons that we left behind. Or some other source of water that we find. Okay. Also, we wouldn't want to let that meat go to waste, right? The one in the barrel. Is there any other container in this room, in this basement, that we could use? Like a smaller container, like a glass cup.
Nothing like that. There are the sacks that you could clear out.
But they would still have rotten stuff inside. I
One
don't
of
think
them,
my alcoholism is that strong.
one of the sacks seemed to contain a white powdery substance that, well, it was flour. It's possible to use it for stuff.
Would it be able to
Oh,
hold
yeah.
liquid?
It's a sack, so no.
Well, we could still take it. Flour could be useful for something.
All right, you'll have 5 pounds of flour.
How much bulk would that be? Or negligible?
That is
Oh, if it's
one,
the same as
or one bulk.
Yeah, one bulk. Yeah, right. Flour.
Yeah,
One. There we go. Oh, I'm almost full. Also, just because Reno's a little shit, maybe I'm going to empty. Yeah, Reno is going to empty his water skin and fill it with some meat. You know, we can
gonna do
just
the
let it go to waste, right? You don't get a chance like this every other day.
So what is he just gonna down the entire all the temple water in one go?
you don't
Actually,
want some water?
actually, I'm gonna use the temple water. I'm gonna give it to Opal to see if it can heal his wounds somewhat. I'm gonna force chug all the water down Opal's throat.
Opal, you
Feel better,
drastically
feel
need
better.
to. You really need to pee now. But no change on wounds.
I tossed my water skin down. Hey, Reno, fill mine up too.
Hell yeah! Now we're talking. I grab both water skins and merrily fill them up with mead.
Hell yeah.
You two are not allowed to drink that while we're still looking.
I know. We'll save it for when it's celebration time.
Guys.
All right, guys,
Oh,
gun
yes.
down
Opal
there.
has just caught up.
Whoops. I was hoping it would heal your wounds, Opal.
Now Hexus has to pee, but they're still in pain.
Damn it. I made it worse. Oh well. Is there anything else down here? Oh yeah. We should probably salvage whatever we can from that trap that caught Opal. Do either of you still have space? I am pretty full.
It was Flex plan after all. We pay
I have
5.
space if you could toss it up to me.
We
How
pay with
about you
6.
come down here instead?
I don't want. I'm not covered in fur. I get a cold.
It'll be quick, just to help us get this up there.
Fine.
I will say I will let you teleport back up with the trap parts.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Um, I wanna do my teleport with the. Well, wait. Is there anything else?
That is all
We
that
collect
you
the
have.
supply.
Knife. Yeah. Okay. Then yes, I wanna teleport up with the parts. How do I do that?
You teleport.
You just do it.
Do I need to roll anything?
You just
Okay.
teleport.
Then Reno grabs his. Well, first he grabs the parts on around one of his arms, and then he grabs his cloak hood that he has dangling from his neck, and he swooshes it across the floor and suddenly disappears within the shadow on the floor. And then he suddenly appears behind the Vasya at the top, possibly scaring him.
Vasya just looks behind him and screams.
Oh, sorry about that. But here, we got the
You
things.
gotta warn me before you do that.
Hey, you're the one that didn't want to go down there, so I had to come up here instead.
I'd get cold
We get some of
just
that
looking down there.
Might come in handy later.
What what might be in handy later?
Any
Anyway.
of the salt that's good. Good.
Ah, yeah.
You do have backpacks that you could technically fill with salt.
Inkwell will and Reno his backpack.
But I'm already up here.
Inkwell will look down at Opal and Flex X still down there, and politely ask them to fill his backpack with some of the salt.
I really want salt.
Can we carry all this salt?
To speed things along, we'll go ahead and say that you're able to get all back up, and you're able to get the one bulk of salt. 5 pounds. of it.
Wonderful.
Yay!
One bolt,
Yay!
which means Inkwell
So
is
5 pounds of salt equals 1 bolt.
Yes, for Inkwell.
And just remember, you got to make sure that these are added to your sheets. So make sure you know who's got what, because if you don't write it down, you don't have it.
Oh,
I have it down.
what about the bear? Sorry, the bear trap parts. How much do they weigh?
That is going to be 0.5 still.
I'm very full to carry these. Can any of you have them?
I have room for 0.5 more. Is anyone else in the house?
I mean, I'm not really carrying anything right now, so yeah, give it to me.
There you go, Cecil. I
Alright.
throw them at
What's
him.
it called again?
Bear trap parts
Bear trap.
Bear trap mark.
and 0.5 bulk.
Got it. And just only like one?
Yeah.
1.
Yes.
I am encouraging them to do that, Soren, because they are in a new place with no resources, and they need what they could get.
Yeah, we need to hoard the shit out of everything.
There
Do you
are,
need
by the way,
garments?
Loot Goblin time.
for the potatoes, there are 3 pounds of them that are still good. That would be 0.6 bulk.
Zizo, can you also carry the potatoes?
You said 3 pounds of potatoes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 0.6 bulk?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
No. Oh, Opal. Oh, Inkwell has the salt.
Austin over here just carrying his water skin.
Who
And now
wants
we'll have
salt?
to keep a sharp eye on Reno and Vas, yeah.
It'll be fine. You worry too much.
I think he had a reason to be worried.
Just wait. I whispered to my water skin, just wait, my precious. I'll be with you soon.
All right, well, shall we get back up then?
Yep.
Does Opal needs carrying because he's hurt?
So Opal may have taken damage, but he is he should be fine because his natural defense would have soaked a lot of it.
All right.
Nice.
It was the plan after all.
Mhm.
Opal get hurt and now we have all the loots.
He got hurt for a good cause.
Yeah. I pat Opal on the back and say, "At least you got all your limbs still attached."
Inkwell will take the Opal board again and carry him.
And I guess that's it for this place, right? We should continue.
Yeah.
Correct?
Let's go.
Let's skedaddle.
Quick question: how long were we there? Or how much time has passed?
An hour. You spent so far you've spent 3 hours travel or 2 hours traveling, and 4 hours traveling, and 1 hour here.
Oof. So,
So
it's
it's
starting
getting-
to get late.
It's about 7 p.m.
We should finish up whatever it. Well,
Should we
How
actually
long-
stay here for the night then?
yeah. How long do you think it'll take us to search a castle? That sounds like a very time-consuming thing.
We
Is
could
that
take
the
we can stay around here for the night. Seems like a pretty decent place.
I do think it might be more considerate towards our dragon. That way, move quickly though.
I'm sorry, repeat again?
I think it would be more considerate towards our dragon that we move quickly though.
That's true. That's true.
We are starting to get tired, though. We don't have any outside of the roleplay. We don't have any boosts left, so we should probably take our long rest.
But our dragon needs help.
I'd
Fine.
say how farther away does it seem the castle will be? Asking out of
You
character.
cannot see the castle. The trees are too large.
Can we climb the tree to see if we can see the castle after that?
Well, if Opal would like to climb up. Also, apparently, Opal has the assault. So.
Guess you
take-
took it from Inkwell?
yeah, I guess instead it'll be on his sheet.
Okay, I will remove that.
Who has all the herbs again?
I do. Reno.
Okay.
I can take the herbs off you to give you more ball space, I guess.
The herbs were. Give me a second.
And exactly what Azure said, boosts are per session, so doing a rest will not get those back.
Ah, shit.
It's
right.
vigor and willpower that is per rest.
True. Master, I don't think you told me what the weight of the herbs and the garlic was.
That's because the herbs were negligible, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay. Then, would you like to have them? Considering, well,
Actually,
they don't
give
matter.
me something that has bulk to it for you.
You could have the 5 pounds of flour. Their bulk is 1.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay then. Chibi, no more back pain.
Yeah, we use bulk here because it's a measure of both the weight and the difficulty of carrying it.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So isn't it technically Ibzard still in the tree? Can we use him to help Opal?
Yes, you can use him to help Opal after you're out of the cabin. But anyways, are you guys going to be continuing on or resting or...
Well, I want to climb the tree to see if I can see the castle.
I will point out that Opal does have a climb speed. It would be
Okay.
better for Opal to
Opal?
do that.
Can you
Opal
climb
Opal
the
did
tree
say
quickly?
that they might be arriving on their plane soon.
Yes. I am going to say that... We'll just say that he does climb up. He is not able to see past the trees to where the castle might be.
They're that tall. Wow.
This is an old forest.
I see.
Nice. You've never been to one.
Well, what do we say? Do we continue
Opal
or do we stay?
Opal is urging to press on.
Keep going? Or no?
I guess
Alright.
that's the most votes on continuing, so let's go.
We have supplies to stop and rest. So before we leave, Inkwell will use his tail to mark the cabin with me.
Hey,
Does that tell?
Yes. Magical tail ink.
Mm.
adorable. We press on
Alright.
then.
We go.
It is another 4 hours of travel before just suddenly the forest stops. And you see barren earth leading to the castle.
So, like, is there like a huge line where just the tree just stops?
A circle around the castle, actually.
Ooh. Well, that's ominous.
Yeah, what does the castle look like? Is it like dark and broody, or is it like pretty? Is it ruins?
The castle lies in some ruins. The walls are partially intact, only a few of them falling here and there. It does look like the main portion of the building still stands, like the main hall of it. It is quite massive, with plenty of space for your dragon and you all to live comfortably in, at least from outside looks. In spite of this building being in the middle of the forest, it is curious that the earth around it is barren. The air smells stale around it. And despite the sun in the sky above, there's a darkness around it.
Can Zizo do an investigation check?
It's
See if there's
11
traps.
p.m. and it's the sun in the sky. Oh,
Oh yeah, I guess it
Man,
would be
this shit
night
look
at this
ominous as
point.
fuck.
You're right. It would be
It is just-
nighttime, but in that case, despite the moonlight, it still seems to be particularly dark, even compared to underneath the trees.
Hmm.
Can
doesn't bode
Zizo
well.
do
Uh,
an investigation check?
Investigation is for when you are up close to it and actually examining it. For this, you would want a perception.
Perception.
Hex, there
We'll
are no plants. It is just bare earth.
I think
Uh,
do
this
I want to roll
would require
perception?
an mix check from Inkwell to see if he can, if the magic's different here.
Go for it.
So go roll perception.
Opal is warning everyone from leaving the tree line.
Will heed those words.
Yeah, same.
I also will be using the bonus die I got earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, this feels important, so I'll soul the one.
I'll sold the one too. It's only a 2.
Would anyone else like to make rolls?
I don't have any
will
more
roll
boosts.
perception. Hold on.
You don't need to use a boost. Have you been spending your boost every time you make a roll?
Oh, no. You meant something outside of helping them? Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Um,
Nobody volunteered to assist, so you guys are able to make your own rolls.
Then I'm also gonna do a perception.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to
Perceptions.
see.
Alright.
I'm gonna wait to see their rolls before I decide if I want to use a vigor or willpower.
For me, I'm just gonna perceive with my eyes.
Opal has dark vision, and they're going to do perception to see anything that might be standing out. They're wanting to see if these ruins share any similarities with the areas around the lake. 4 dice, so if somebody could roll that for Opal, please.
I will.
Yep, Ren, now you can. Now you may.
Opal have dark vision?
Yes.
Hey, 2.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Please make
See?
sure
What did I tell
to write out like Ido did there with the expertise you use and the skill, as well as the number of
All right.
successes.
I'm gonna use. Ah, shoot. Which one was it? Is it willpower that you 3 dice?
That is a body boost.
Buddy. Oh. Shoot. Well, never mind then.
Mine would be. So mine would be 1 logic.
Wow. Oh, double true combo.
That's true.
So it would be like this for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Moment, everyone.
Minsk and Boo. You forgot Boo.
Oh, okay. Guess I'm rolling again for myself then.
Hey, Paul, why? Hey,
Goody.
Okay. So let me remove that boost die that I use, since that also gets rid of it. So I have 2, 3. Perception rate 5. Yeah, I did 5. All right.
oh, hey.
Hey!
Okay, it worked out.
Hey, hell yeah!
So now it's 4 mind logic for Zizo.
Tizo has become powerful.
Okay. Bernie, you have not written out what you rolled.
Oops.
So I'm not sure you heard, Master, but someone destroyed my roll, so I had to re-roll again.
I did hear.
I got a 4. Okay.
Also, you did not include your skill in that there, Ren.
I didn't?
You put mind logic.
Oh.
Alright. Inkwell. Where? Alright, there we go. And then what did Opal get?
I believe he rolled 2.
Ren?
Yes?
What did Opal get?
Oh, 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so Vasya and Zizo. You both notice pale figures just milling about. They're almost impossible to pick out, but you notice them occasionally when they move. They don't seem to go anywhere in particular, just kind of shifting place every now and then. They seem to be vaguely humanoid in shape, but it's mostly just this paleness on the otherwise darkness. As for those with dark vision, I will say that your dark vision does not seem to penetrate into the darkness that surrounds this area. Inkwell,
Creepy.
Yes.
your particularly good roll there. There is necromantic energy here. It seems to be tied to something in the main building of the castle. You're not entirely certain what at this distance, but you can feel strong necromantic energy coming from the castle, like the Grand Hall. And Opal is making sure that you are aware that their night vision cannot penetrate this darkness.
Mm,
Hey
well,
guys,
upon
I'm getting
hearing,
bad vibes at this place. This place is bunk. I think we should head out.
I feel the bad juju.
I see some pale pink outlines of people every so often. It feels like it's cursed or something like that.
there is necromancy going on in there from somewhere. Perhaps one of the main buildings of the castle.
Everything about this screams haunted as shit. So Yeah, we should probably leave.
Those shadows
Hex
are
says,
creepy.
Opal says, figures that all the potential locations would already have inhabitants. The vibes are off, it's giving yuck. And I
The
don't know why
vibes are
you say
off.
king, but yuck king.
I think yucking.
Yucky,
Yuck,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, king.
I will remind you that you were only told to scout these out first.
Yeah,
For now.
I think we should probably head back later, Inkwell.
Yeah, there's some powerful bullshittery at work here. I don't like this place.
I don't like the castle theme here. Oh well.
It would
Much as
appear
I'd love to
that-
explore it and dig out all its potential treasure, we probably should have
It's-
stayed.
It's not worth it. No, let's head back.
Yes, we should
I
have
will
stayed for
say-
now, but
As far as defenses go, this place definitely looks far more defendable than the open temple was.
Mhm.
That is true. This most definitely seems like it'll be much more of a fight. With whatever the fuck these entities are.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. All I see, all I feel is creepy.
Choose your starting difficulty.
I also would rather not mess with ghosts in the middle of the night, you know?
truly spoken by the one that's potentially haunted by a deity.
I'm not
for stealing their
haunted.
spring thing.
Wait, behind you! Something!
But Inkwell will just mention that it's probably agree that it's best to leave it for now, though he will note out aloud that where he's mostly sensing the necromantic energy from.
The bullshittery.
And also, we don't want to be detected. I want to be stealthy for now.
I can be stealthy. Vasya uses their. I'm actually gonna use it correctly now. Uses their ability to turn their scales on fur black. I can blend in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think these entities can't see magic, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, you sure they don't see invisible stuff?
Ah, we have gained an opal.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you able to speak or still text? Only text. All right.
Opal, speak.
So Opal is making the suggestion of making a camp a bit further back, and then he wants to scout out the perimeter.
We can do that. We have the supplies at
Yep.
least.
Yeah, we can scout out the perimeter.
Just don't go in it for now.
Yes.
Yep.
Congratulations, Reno. The wood you collected it is being put to use.
Yippee! Finally!
How do we start the fire?
I got it. Can I
Disappointed
just...
by our lack of progress?
Oh, are we getting any hint?
I'm going to refund that because I've already given as much of a hint as could be given at this stage. Oh, actually, no. I'll keep it. I will say, whatever you pick will be the same difficulty regardless. It's just a matter of what you're facing and dealing with.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's a big hint, actually. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
Rule
choose
underscore
your...
Bat 15 wants you to go on an adventure. Follow the adventure lines here.
Opal,
Well,
there's
we got
the
2 more
outer-
spots still to check out as well. And then we can decide what flavor of home do we want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
flavor of messed up do we want to fall into?
it's all a matter of what you want to deal with in the future. Because while the temple may have looked nice and peaceful, well, there was that deity.
Mm,
So we could currently fight deity, fight weird evil ghost, or we can go see what awaits us at the swamp and the mountain.
more like necromancer, but yeah, we should go check out the other places.
Yeah, I agree. Gotta keep our options all open.
Mm-hmm.
But I
So I
know
love the art Whiskers doing. Zim Lion, very good.
it is. I know that Opal wants to go scout around the castle perimeter. Does anyone else want to go scout?
A miss. Not enough ale.
And
I'll go scout.
before next session, I will give you guys a list of basic supplies you will have to divvy up between each other. But for now, we'll say that Opal has a flint and steel, negligible weight on that.
Gets
That way
one.
you can light fires easier.
You know, in that case, it shouldn't be too hard to get camp set up.
Also, Master, requesting quick bathroom break.
Please make it quick, because we do only have another half hour.
Yes, BRB.
But I may make it where we go another half hour on this when we have this game, and then the next game is delayed a half hour. Because we don't have much time for this one. But
So no delay on this. Well, next one.
so I'm thinking I will check with the other groups, see how they feel about that. But since everybody's here, would you guys be able to go for a half hour after 9 p.m. Central?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, you know I
So-
can.
An hour past this, so, you know.
So we should be done then 9:30
Yes.
or 10 o'clock.
9:30.
Okay, 9:30. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Who gets a special rock gift? Does everyone gets one unique item? Unique basic item?
I will give a whole list of things that you guys will have. Right now, like, things that you guys would have definitely had, I'm kind of planning out who would make the most sense having it. Like, Flint and Steel, Opal is the scout.
Mm-hmm.
But when I give you guys a list in the group chat, you can divide it up how you want.
Noted.
We divide Opal however we want. Okay.
I'll take the tail. I'll keep it as a trinket.
Alright, so is anyone else scouting with Opal? I don't think I got a clear answer on that.
Somebody said they would.
Was Vasia? Wasn't? Was it?
I think it was Vasia.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you
Ghost-
scouting with Opal?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys going to be stealthy about it, or just moving about to scout?
Do you want to be the stealthy Opal?
Opal wants to be stealthy.
Then the Vasya will be stealthy.
Alrighty, please give me those subterfuge rolls. Opal has 6 dice. Oh. Hex has 4 dice. Vasya can, well, I mean... Go ahead, roll 4 dice again there, Vasya, for Opal's roll. I find it funny that the one with the most stealth is not the one it's not one of the ones going.
Somebody had already said that they wanted to go, so I didn't want to take up that space.
Can I
Well-
use a thing to get rid of my 1?
A soul boost? Alright, go ahead and re-roll it.
Oh, at least it's not a 1.
Well, no, it is a 1.
What?
The result is a 1 now.
Oh, I mean like that. I mean that it's not a 1 detracting from it.
So
What you
you,
meant.
But it's a 1.
you two are moving around the outskirts only, right? Like staying
Yep.
in the tree line?
Yeah, I think that's what the plan was.
Alright. You were able to make your way around the outside of the trees without any issue. You will notice that the normal nightlife is particularly absent near to this. You can hear occasional like crickets chirping or bird, a ways away from this castle, but immediately around this ring it is silent. You see no movement in the trees. You see nothing else about the castle beyond what I've really described already. To note, the back wall is entirely intact. It seems to be just the front portion that has some walls that have fallen a little bit. And when I say that, it's like just small portions of them have kind of fallen off. Not the wall is completely gone,
Okay.
But that will take you about an hour to go around this wing. Or this ring. Because it's a pretty big area. In the meantime, those at the camp, are you doing anything in particular?
Nothing
Reno,
much. But
Reno wants to suggest that he could just step inside of the dead ground area, and if anything seems amiss, he'll just quick shadow teleport back into the trees. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Anyone else hungry?
I mean, yeah.
I'm not so sure myself.
I'm just so curious to see if those things are even harmful. The wisps that you mentioned, or the white figures.
I'd rather not see a currently what that whatever necrotic force is behind there.
Very well.
Stay here until they come back.
Or at least not
All
unless
right,
we're all
all
here.
So how far
Okey-doke.
back away from the ring are you guys going? Or are you kind of just there waiting for the other two to get back?
I'd say we did say like we were going back a bit, right?
You were talking about it, but I don't know how far back or if you are actually going to go back and set up camp or wait for them to get back.
Oh, I thought we were camping while waiting for them to get back. No?
Yeah.
Set up in here?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how far back are you going from the ring?
I'd say a bit of a ways back into the trees would be safe. Enough that we can still see the where it cuts off, but not like we're right on it.
Okay, so you
Just
can
enough
still
so we
see
can
the
feel the
castle.
ick.
Yes.
As you are sitting there, getting set up and stuff, probably giving uneasy glances towards the castle, a purple field opens over the gate to the castle.
Oh.
Feel.
You see multiple animals suddenly just burst out of it.
From the castle.
Birds, deer, from this purple field. Birds, deer, a wolf. They all look incredibly terrified and start scattering and running. But those white shapes converge on them. One of them is running towards you all. A little doggo, sized creature. Some spikes going down their back. They look kind of like a cross between a reptile of some kind and a dog.
I know this one.
And the pale shapes are descending upon it.
Dang it, I should not have let Opal take the salt. Hey, that's one way to drive up. If Hocus Pocus was anything to go by.
Boss here is basically just like shocked by what he sees. This is
You're not seeing this. You are currently around the back of the castle when this is happening. So you and Opal are not aware of this. Though you do start hearing the screams of, birds and other animals as, their life is being drained out of them.
I just basically just be like, oh, well, hide, and then I hide myself.
I still have temple water. I don't know if that will be good.
Do the white figures seem to be harming the animals? Do they seem ill intent?
The white figures are moving to them, converging on all of these living creatures. You see them basically start to glow with the amount of the white, of the pale figures that are surrounding them. And then they are letting out ear-piercing screeches of agony.
Yeah, that cannot be good.
How far is the one running our direction?
They are approximately 300 feet away. There's about 600 feet between the tree line and the castle.
I mean, they don't know we're here. We can just watch what's going on.
Flex just wants to watch.
Yeah, I think I wanna get close to the line of the trees, as close as I can without touching the ground, the bare earth.
Inkwell will follow behind him.
And from there, we want to gauge the situation. What's happening once we reach the tree line?
Zizo, I follow as well.
By the way, does the necrotic energy feel any stronger now that with them pursuing?
The necrotic energy does not seem to be growing from them pursuing, but it does seem to be strengthening as the animals are being consumed.
Drained.
BRB, Dad's calling.
Okie doke.
Wow, call. A call. Oh.
Only, 6 hours later than when they were supposed to call.
I know, right? What the hell?
But yeah, you are watching the animals fall over dead.
Oh. Are the white things still following the doggo?
Yes.
They
get
Leader
to
Inkwell,
about
I think
200 feet away. And the
Leader Inkwell,
white
I think we should do
shapes
something about this.
catch up.
We can't possibly cross that much ground. Well, we're putting ourselves at risk.
At least one of us can.
How much rope do we have?
Oh, rope.
I mean, the creature's already running away from things. We can scare them away to make some noise and deter them from us, so they don't come towards us.
Artie?
Yeah.
I don't think you're understanding and listening to the situation. An animal of some kind is running from the ghosts towards you guys.
Yeah, so they're chasing the creature. we just have to
And
scare
either
the
way,
creatures away, so they go chase somewhere else.
Can I light my oil lantern?
you
No,
can.
And
No,
if I do
scared.
so,
You scare the creatures away because the ghosts are chasing the creatures, so the ghosts don't come to us.
but this creature is on our side. This creature
You
is
don't know
important.
that.
I mean, I know from outside of the context,
Okay.
you know.
Don't metagame.
Reno, just because it's doggo shape does not mean friends.
I have a very strong feeling that it will help us. Very, very strong feeling that it will help us. Immensely strong, even.
You feel like saving the
Yes.
doggo creature.
Yes.
We can attempt.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna go inside the field, but I wanna see if I light my lantern. Does the light still appear inside that field of darkness?
It's a diminished effect. Like something is eating the light. But yes.
I mean,
Uh-oh. Light eater.
and how far away are we from the creatures and the doggo?
200 feet?
The doggo is 200 feet away. The rest of the animals have scattered all over the place. None of them have managed to make it to the tree line before they have been stopped. The doggo has also been stopped.
Can I use my teleport however times I want?
Once per round,
However many?
yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
And it's a short teleport, right? Only 25 feet range.
Yeah.
Correct. I will remind you, you can take the sprint maneuver to move, I believe it's 4 times your normal land speed.
Which would mean 120. Hey, though you'd still be looking at like 2 turns to get to him, and whatever's stopping that could stop you as well.
I think. And would that maneuver eat up my main thing? What does throwing something count as?
So, depends
I guess
on what
that's.
you're throwing.
I'm gonna throw
But
the oil lamp.
intriguing.
Uh-huh.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Ren.
So throwing would be a standard action.
And the maneuver?
The sprint maneuver would be a full action.
Oh, so I can do both.
You cannot do both.
Yeah.
Shit! And how far away can I throw something?
25 feet currently.
God damn it!
Well. And
There goes my
teleport is-
plan. Uh-huh.
I mean, the teleport is a standard, I assume.
He actually has the quick port, so it would be a quick action. So you could go.
It still wouldn't be enough to reach them.
I think it would be 75 feet in one turn with teleporting.
Plus 25. I would only be able to throw the lamp like in front of the creature instead of towards the ghosts. That would just frighten it and make it go back.
Or I was going to say, hey, if you want to risk the sprint and get a little further out for one round, and then try a teleporting and throwing the teleporting
But what?
closer.
Well,
You
what
wouldn't
if
stick it
they get him in that round? I'm afraid.
Alternative idea. Perhaps two of you carry Reno out there. You two do the sprint. Carrying Reno together would slow you down. I would say 3 times movement speed, but then you could, drop Reno and then Reno continues running.
Okay, so I am on the right track. Guys, could you help me? It's gonna be a little risky, but we could reach him in time.
Not a bad idea.
Part of me is going to regret this. Oh well, getting closer might help me get a better idea of where the necrotic energy is, at least.
Please, Leader Inkwell, please. Look at
I'm
him,
getting
he's so
your
majestic.
regardless if we survive or not.
I
Repeat
don't
that,
trust
Ido.
them.
I'm getting some of your mead, regardless if we survive this or not.
I'll take that. Yes, sure.
His price is alcohol.
You can have all my meat if we survive. And if not, well, it was a good run.
I still
I mean,
don't trust the doggo creature, but I guess we can try.
Yay!
I'm gonna safely assume that Ibzard is also freaked out and wants nothing to do with that.
Ibzard has stayed well away from this castle. He has refused to go any closer.
Of course.
That is fair.
That could change if you guys. It was a good
Oh.
run. It's only session 2, my guy. I know, right, Asher?
Ibzard has the mind of his own.
The world is cruel when you're a kobold, okay?
If you guys get if one of you does want to make Ibzard an actual companion, then he would come up with you. But yeah, for now, non-combat only. Which means he will specifically stay out of dangerous situations.
Oh, gotcha.
That is fair. I don't have we haven't had a rest yet, so can't apply that. Don't even have the XP either, so.
But either way, might be better if Zizo helps carry, and Zizo and Inkwell carry him. Because I am pretty sure you guys have higher body than Flex does. You have friends there.
Assuming Flex only have 1 dot then?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 2.
Already.
I mean, I slipped climbing down the rope. Do you trust me?
Joke. Fair. Okay. Alright, Zizo, we're carrying Reno.
Go, fast.
So we're getting him 90 feet every sort of the way there. 90 feet.
Look at that cute Marten. Oh, it's gone.
Oh,
Anyways, yes, you can get him 90 feet closer before you, drop him and let him go the rest of the way himself. Speaking of, how are you going to cover the other 110 feet?
By just walking, how far? Well, running in this case, how far away can I make it?
So, You have 1 quick action and 2 standard actions. Movement is a standard action. However, I will remind you that you do have quick port.
I have my quick port, which is a quick action. Then I will quick port as forward as I can, which would be 25 feet, I think.
Yep.
I will do
then
that.
You could.
And throwing is another standard action, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I can run the rest of the way with my first standard action, which would put me close enough to throw the lantern, right?
You would still be 60 feet away.
Damn it.
Yeah, you probably need another turn. Probably want us either you do the quick
Can-
thing the whole way, or you have to. Either way, you're still waiting another turn.
Can I throw the lantern and then throw a dagger at the lantern and have it bounce even further ahead, anime style?
Yeah,
Or would that
that's-
require two standard actions? Yeah.
That would
It's
still
probably gonna cost you your lantern and your dagger, buddy.
That's okay. I
And
still
that's
want to
still-
save the creature.
Oh, the lantern. Throwing the lantern is going to break it no matter what. This was an
Yeah.
old lantern you found in a shipwreck.
Like, my
So-
idea is that the lantern's gonna break, make a fire, and that fire is gonna make the creatures go away.
Oh, I thought it was saving the creature.
The ghosts is what I mean. So that
Ah.
they leave the creature alone.
You know what? I like it
I
enough.
will say.
Go ahead, Ido.
I was just gonna say, if he did sprint and his turn, he would be able to reach the dog, but he wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Yeah. Good dog. That. And that's it. But I think my
Alright.
idea is more dramatic and cool.
Pulling this off is going to cost you 4 exhaustion points.
That's a lot. And I already had one from before.
But I am giving you a free extra standard action.
Hey! For how long?
What do you mean?
Oh, I can do one more standard action? Okay.
Yep, at the cost of 4 exhaustion. Which
That
does
would
put
be-
you...
Uh-huh.
That does mean that you have a -1 die on every roll.
Oh, brutal.
And I said 4.
well-
You already had one, so this will put you at 5.
Shit. So with throwing I would imagine that throwing the lantern would be one standard action, and then throwing my knife would be another standard action.
Yes.
Okay, well,
You have been
I go ahead
granted
and-
an additional die.
When does the exhaustion minus die start? At like 2, 3?
When you
2,
get to
4?
4 exhaustion.
which I'm already at 5. And how would I roll to do that set of actions? Throwing the lantern and then the dagger.
So throwing the lantern... Well, actually, let me double check something. Okay, so you do have throw dagger. But throwing the lantern is going to be an improvised weapon. So you'll be rolling 5 dice for clash.
5 dice for clash. Where can I see that? The improvised weapon thing?
That is the attack information section on the ability slots tab.
Attack information. Give me just a second to... So the clash...
Shall be done, and done well.
So I'm rolling 5 dice because of the accuracy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
Oh, well, this is being sent all in. This could be
What do you
great,
mean?
it could be terrible. All
What
in
happened,
means
Agency?
that
Get a party
if
reroll, all right.
there is a party reroll, what that means is that if this hits, it is a crit. If it does not hit, it is a botch.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh, I
So I just throw 5 die only for the lantern.
Well, with the boost die, yeah, that would be 5 dice. Or with the extra die that Guru gave you.
Yeah, okay.
you
You're gonna
Yippee!
get me killed. I'm better on my own.
Well, Lightpaw is making Zizo assist you. Zizo!
Yes.
Do you have... we're
one
gonna
teamwork.
say teamwork, yeah. So,
One
you get 1 extra die on this.
But didn't this already crit because it already...
That is not
One?
a hit.
Oh, shit. Okay. Then just please, Ciso, help.
Here. I'll help.
I'm so
Summon a
scared.
shield,
I am
help,
so
help.
afraid. Oh my god.
Roll 1 extra die.
Just manifest.
Okay, throw 1 extra die. Yippee! Ciso!
Yee!
Lightpaw sprinted from the kitchen to make that happen.
Thank you so much, Lightpaw! You are the real hero of this story.
Okay.
So what happens now?
Well, now you're going to need to roll the accuracy for throwing your dagger, which is going to
Shit.
be 6 dice.
It's going to be 6 dice because I have my accuracy in throw dagger at 7, but I get a -1 from the exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry if I'm repeating that stuff. I'm trying to like really internalize how
Oh,
this
you're
all
good.
works. Okay.
Actually, I think
then-
something was messed up with how you set that up. It would actually...
instruction happens after you finish the action.
Hold on, Artie.
What did I miss?
Oh, right. Marksman is actually what you should be rolling here. Derp. I don't know why I was having you roll Flash.
Oh.
We'll allow it for the first one, so yeah, it would be 6 dice.
Okay.
This is for
I am
you
confident.
actually hitting the lantern with your dagger.
I feel like if I don't hit this, the dagger is gonna fall on like Oki's head and like, you know, burn him to death or something. Okay, here we go. Go. Shit! Fuck! Well,
The party reroll. I reckon you don't have any boost die left.
nope, I am on the zeros.
Well,
Hey,
I
you
don't
do
know
have a
those units,
willpower and a vigor.
How did
There's
those
also
work again? I'm sorry.
So, vigor is you spend 1 point of vigor and 1 point of exhaustion
Oh my god.
to lower the difficulty or make 9s explode. So in this case, you would make that 9 count for 2 and roll again. Alternatively, you have willpower, which again, 1 willpower plus 1 exhaustion, in order to re-roll that. The entire thing.
I think the odds are better with using the willpower.
No. we can talk about the exhaustions later. Did you feel like?
Well, I think using the reroll first will save you that.
What did you say, Artie?
Oh, just telling Reno, we can talk about exhaustions later.
You can worry about exhaustion later.
But what was the reroll then first? The party reroll?
There is a card that was played giving a full party reroll, so you can reroll that entire set if everybody approves of you using it.
Do we approve, peeps?
I'm good.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's reroll. Please. Yippee! Oh. Did I miss one? No. Yeah, there we go. Is that good enough?
That is good enough to hit
Yippee!
the lantern.
I am the most anime kobold to have ever existed in this world.
Considering we
So,
were brought to it.
yeah, thank you. True to anime, I couldn't do it without my friends. My friends are my power.
No, I'm saying considering you were isekai here as well.
Oh, yeah. True. Even more
So
anime
long.
points. So yeah, in desperation, I throw my lantern up in the sky, but I realize that it's not going to be enough to reach, so I quickly take out one of my daggers and swing it at it, making the impact throw the lantern further, landing right in front of the fleeing beast and exploding on the ground with fire, hopefully making the ghosts go away? Question mark?
The lantern
Just
goes
alone
flying.
at the camp, watching this.
It sails through the air. You watch your knife go and shatter against it as you do this. It seems to have punctured the oil a bit, and it's spraying about on fire. The lantern crashes in front of the doggo, spraying burning oil everywhere. The doggo is on fire,
Oh no!
but so are the ghosts.
Oh no.
Honey, I set you on fire on accident. I'm so sorry. He's looking at me weird.
You had 5 minutes and you set me on fire.
I haven't had you yet. I'm trying to get you. Ah! Oh.
Azure has requested we wait, apparently? What for,
Huh?
Azure?
I think it was like a dramatic wait.
Oh, okay.
I think so, at least.
Merle.
So, at this point, your turn is up. It goes to the ghosts, who are now shrieking a pale, hollow gasp. It chills you to your bone. And the doggo has turned basically 90 degrees and is running off to the side instead.
God damn it! Stupid mutt.
Stupid mutt!
You're the one that lit it on fire.
He can't handle a bit of fire. Oh, honey. He's in chat. Uh-huh. And then what happened?
Okie Pup will remember this.
Well, he is running towards the forest, currently on
might be
fire. Except he's got to run even further now because he turned away from the fire that was in front of him and as away from the ghosts as he could.
Also, when I said I threw the lantern in front of the pup, I meant like in front of the ghost, like between the ghosts and him.
The ghosts were surrounding him.
Oh.
And
Well, I
there
thought
were
the ghosts were
60
behind him.
feet left, and you could only throw 25 feet. So it actually landed 10 feet away from him.
Okay, fuck. Now what?
More of the ghosts are approaching him. And they are approaching you, as well as Inkwell and Zizo.
No!
The ones that were on fire dissipate.
Oh.
It is back to your turn. Well, actually, I guess it would technically be Inkwell and Zizo's turn now.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it, we should at Opal take the fire starter too.
Opal's just got everything that would be useful here.
Well, what should we do, Inkwell?
Out here still watching from afar, noting down the ghost does take fire damage.
I say we sprint back. I would say we sprint back, but Reno's still out there.
Let's go do that.
So where are you two going? Ghosts are currently closing in on you two.
Are they close enough to trigger an AO if we move past them?
No. But next turn, they will be on top of you.
So most likely a sprint.
Yep.
If can Inkwell a shout out to Reno to get out of there.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, no shit.
Remember, crying is a free action.
Crying is a free action.
No, the ghosts are not focused on Reno or the Kobolds. Some of them are going towards them, but some of them are following the doggo.
But the doggo is running away, scared and on fire. I want to die. This was truly the worst outcome.
Boy. So I guess this. How far is the dog from where we are?
The doggo is... So he was 60 feet from Reno. He turned 90 degrees and started running. So I would say probably about... about 100... No. Hang on, I know the math for this. Oh wait, no, that's for the angle. Either way, we're gonna say that he is about 100 feet. I'm not gonna bother with math. He's about 100 feet from Reno now.
Which means he's a good bit away from Inkwell, probably more.
Yeah, you will not be able to get to the doggo with a sprint. But you could always pick up Zizo, run over there, and then let Zizo run the rest of the way.
That seems to be our best
What?
mode of transportation here.
What?
Or Zizo can pick Inkwell up and do that, considering saying what I want Inkwell to
teach
do.
my hamster to suck eggs.
Okay,
Okay, Giebid, are you absolutely certain you want that redemption?
Oh,
Are you
does that
sure
mean-
about that?
Rip Oki incoming.
Like my guess is that he's gonna keep running and eventually make it out of the clearing because he's on fire. I hope that that's gonna be the case.
Geeman wanted a moderate shower of water on the doggo.
Oh,
Because not-
For the record, everybody, you never want to put water on an oil fire.
Yeah. And also the fire the fact that he is currently on fire is probably gonna stop the ghosts from touching him, you know, as long as he's on fire.
Like how today is just a science lesson. We have do not eat salt and do not put water on oil fire.
Yeah, I got nothing then.
Yeah,
I'll sprint back.
Yeah, you do not want to put, do not use water to put out a oil or grease fire. That typically makes it explode. But alright, so Inkwell and Zizo are running back to the trees.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Reno, it is your turn. The doggo that is on fire, there are ghosts between it and the tree line and the way that it's running.
I don't have a lot left. I am so done. This is genuinely stressing me out. Oh my god.
I will say, he's 100 feet from you. You can sprint and reach him.
But that would be all I can do. No, I can only sprint and that's it because it's a full action.
It is a full action. But I will give you the same offer that I did last turn.
Oh, so
What's
I get
a little bit more exhaustion?
Oh my god.
These earlier
Fine.
six.
I will
earlier success
explode.
rolls.
I will explode my fucking legs to be able to reach him in time. Would I still get 4 exhaustion points?
Master, you're scaring me again.
I will
Me too,
say
trust me.
3 exhaustion this time.
Scary is good.
That's -3 on my rolls.
However,
Holy shit.
I will allow you to then tackle him into the ground and do a
Yes.
drop and roll.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Exactly that. This is so drama. This is so much. Okay. Yeah, Reno in a last ditch effort is gonna sprint as hard as he can towards the fleeing beast. Even if his legs are already on fire and the beast is already literally on fire, he's gonna jump on top of the beast and try to knock him off balance, which is easy because it is on fire and running and stumbling. So it knocks it to the ground and starts rolling with it.
Care why?
Karoo, you have 1 less die.
Why? That's so evil.
Give me an athletics check to tackle him. I
So
will give
what-
you +3 dice for the description, but you do have a -1 die from the curse card.
So wait, but I have also -3 from the exhaustion, so it would be 2 body, 1 forceful for the expertise, and 1 athletics. So that's 4 plus 3, 7 minus 1, 6 minus 3, 3. I got a total of 3 dice, right?
Okay, where do you start with your dice?
Okay, so I start at 4
4 dice.
plus the 3 that you gave me.
Which are
That's
not
8.
going to... So you've got +3 from me, -3 from the
Exhaustion.
exhaustion. So those are canceled out.
Yeah, then there's 4 for my attributes, expertise, and athletics.
Vari has canceled out the -1 from Guru. Geeman has given you another additional die.
I am.
What is going on?
What is happening?
So at this point, you are at 5 dice.
Okay, so Flex wouldn't be able to help because he's just at the camp, right?
Yes, and Inkwell and
Yeah.
Z's are there with you too.
Yeah, right.
So I get 5 dice in total?
You
I
have
got a little
5
lost.
dice in total, yes.
Okay, before anybody else does anything else, I'm gonna throw these 5 die. And I get a reroll I saw there.
Hey.
Hey! Yippee! Thank y'all! Y'all are powerful.
You managed to tackle the doggo to the ground,
Yippee!
tumbling across it for another 5-10 feet. The fire is out, being smothered by the tackle. You are taking 4 points of damage
Okay, I'm not dead.
from the fact that you just tackled a doggo that was on fire. Oh yes, Hex. They have all been inside the tree line, except for Flex. Flex has just been watching and studying and taking notes that apparently ghosts are weak to fire.
Very important notes in this scenario.
I mean, for Kobold, yes, that would be interesting news.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have one to wait for everyone to come back.
Yes, Hex, inside the necromantic ring. You guys are on the other side of the castle. You're just hearing a bunch of screaming and shrieking and animals dying. You do see a wolf that is running somewhat near you that is getting swarmed by ghosts now and stopped. I don't know if you guys are returning, but this is all happening in the span of 12 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, Vasya's hiding.
Yeah, Vasya pulled you to
Vas-
hide when all the screaming started.
Listen, there was a
Vas-
very majestic doggo that came out of the portal, Hex, and he was running towards us, and I wanted to save him, okay?
Vassie and Opal are on an hour expeditions going around the castle.
So,
Okay.
that is your turn.
Yes.
And now the ghosts are upon you.
Fuck.
Will Cecil protect you with the beak shield?
Zizo's not out there.
Yes, he's a return
but-
to the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, right.
What is your ethereal evasion there, Reno?
Ethereal evasion. Let me check here.
Boy.
Ethereal. Is it the same as ethereal negation?
No. Evasion. It's under quick reference stats.
Oh, I see. Ethereal evasion 2.
2 of them hit. You feel the cold embrace of death sinking into your soul. You are losing 1 soul and 1 body.
What does that mean?
Under the B column on your sheet,
On my attributes?
yes, do a minus
I'm-
1 in the B column.
Wow. Okay. Oof. Also, it wasn't allowing me to change my HP earlier.
You need to do that under the damage tracker. Down and to the right.
Oh shit.
Does the integrity phase apply to that?
There we go. Okay.
No, this bypasses integrity if they hit.
I was
So
referring to the tackle.
before I had 7
Oh,
damage, and I got. Sorry.
The integrity does apply to you. The integrity does apply for the 4 damage. So in this case, this would be physical, so your physical negation doesn't apply. So your durability on your armor is lowered by 1. That you change under armor effects.
Yeah, that would be 4 then.
Yes.
Magic durability as well.
So you took the damage before. No, the M durability is not change. That's your max durability.
Oh, max durability. I thought it was magic durability. Okay.
Where I told you to put in the -1, go ahead and delete that on both of them so we can figure out how much damage you actually took.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so you still have only 2. All right, so do -1 again in both of those boxes.
I am so scared. I think I just have 1 HP left.
So there was 3 more damage that was carried on to you, reduced by 2 for your physical integrity. So you only took 1 damage from that.
Oh. So I think that's good, right? I'm at 5 damage? 5 lethal damage? Because 4 from the doggo falling and then 1 from this?
No, this is all you took from the fire. From the doggo. From tackling the doggo.
So all I took from tackling the doggo was 1 damage?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
When you take...
Maybe.
Well, you already had damage,
Oh,
so you
I
would
had
be at
one-
2.
2, yeah.
Yeah, when you take damage, unless I say that it bypasses integrity, you apply your armor and your integrity, and those subtract from the amount of damage that you take.
Okay. And my integrity
time
would
I-
be 2, 1. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I see everything. Okay. My mind is expanding. Okay.
Yeah, I will definitely
So
say
then-
the salt would have been very useful here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the first time I hear someone taking damage and it's react to the same wonderful. I only took one damage.
I mean,
Well, before
it was
he
that or fucking dying, yeah.
Before he thought
I
he
was-
took the full 4 damage directly.
Yeah. Okay, so I am still alive somehow, and I have a giant dog on top of me, probably, and there's ghosts approaching.
Yep, and we are over time. So we're gonna have to find out what happens next session.
No! Don't do me like this!
Welcome to how good feels.
Thank you,
Oh my
everybody,
God.
for joining us today for Loyal Scales Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.